Hello and welcome to another episode of Cyrils Brettspiele. My name is Nils and today we are playing Animals on Board. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a Noah's Ark theme, but no, it's not. I'll explain you in a second. From Eggertspiele and Stronghold Games. So what we have here, we have, seriously, we have 4 arcs. 1, 2, 3, 4 arcs. But we know exactly that there's only be one Noah, and Noah was always collecting pairs of animals. So obviously we are not Noah. So therefore we are not collecting couples. We are not collecting pairs. We are collecting either a single animal or 3, 4 or 5 of a kind. In this game we have 12 different animals. Panda, ape, rhino, tortoise, zebra, giraffe, camel, and so on. So we have 12 different animals. Each animal has the token of value 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in it. That means 12 different animals, each 5 times 60 different of these tiles. And now, first of all, let's take a look at the artwork. 1 is always this little cute baby here, as you can see. Take a look at this little crocodile. 2 is getting a young one, then a little bit older, and it goes to an old little panda bear or an old tiger. Even this 120 years old characters are in there. So artwork is perfect. And now we're coming into play with these symbols here. These symbols are representing this is a rhino. Kids can probably not distinguish the difference between a rhino and a hippo. Therefore you have the symbols here to make it clear which animal is in which race, or which animal is which type of an animal. To make that clear up front, this is a little bit confusing that it's going up, but once you figure that out, it makes, in my opinion, sense, because this game has a little bit of memory and it makes it harder to memorize which you have on your hand if it would be just 12 different symbols, 12 different images. However, therefore you have 60 different unique artworks, and I like that. I really appreciate that they not took 12 and that's it. So I really appreciate that. In a 4-player game, for an example, you start off a herd and you take them randomly, even if I'm taking them now from my display, just to show you, with 13 animals. So you have 12 face-up animals and 1 face-down animal. All of these animals are now in one herd. And when the game comes around to you, you have exactly 2 options you can do. Either you split up one herd in 2 different herds. Let's say you wanted to split up these 2 here, and this wild one. Now you split it up. One big gigantic herd into 2 different. This is 1 and this is 1. If you do so, you get 1 food token. Now this player had 3, before he had 2. Now it's next player's turn. He can also decide to split up one of these, either this or that, into 2 different. Let's assume he's splitting up this one and he's taking a food token, and so on. If you have 2, of course you can split them up. You split one group into 2 different groups. That's what you're doing to get one of these food tokens. There's one exception: if you already have 5 food tokens and you split up again, instead of getting a 6th one, you lose 1, so you're down to 4. Thematically, one of these food tokens is rotten. However, that is really, really rare, and the only reason is to prevent someone to collect and get all of these food tokens in the first 2 rounds and then buying out everything. That makes absolutely sense from the theme and also from the mechanic. The second option you can do when it comes around to you, let's assume it is like this here. Now the second option you can do, and it's this player again here, he can buy 1, 2, 3 animals in one herd for 1, 2, 3 food. He cannot afford this gigantic herd because no one can have 7 food. He could also buy this or this or this. If he buys this for 2, for an example, he gets this 1 and this question mark. Speaking in general, it's always good to buy pieces with a 5 on it. So this herd is a really good herd, probably. If you do so, if you buy it, you pay your food into the bank, take the animals and place it behind your screen so that nobody else can see it anymore. I will show it to you in a second like this. If you do so, you hang up your flag into here to indicate you are out of the round. This round is now over for you. If you are the first one, you get token to get the next first player. Now it's this player, and that player. Whenever the second last player takes the herd, let's assume he's buying this and he's buying that and so on, then this player has only one more turn. He can either split that up or buy one of these. But if there are 2 left in the round, then they can split to collect more of these food tokens. That's the exactly 2 options you have. Either split up a group or buy a group. That's the only 2 things you can do. You do that until this... you do that until someone collected 10 animals. The first player who collected 10 or more animals is saying, okay, I have 10, and then we are ending the round. But let's get to that in a second. I wanted to tell you this. After that, that was in my mind, you fill up this ground here. Again, 12, so you flip them over to have 12. If this is still in the middle, you put that together as the wild one. There's always 1 face down, so you have 12 plus 1 face down. The number of animals is different for the number of players. Anyway, you fill that up and build another big group out of it. You're not taking them out of the game. That's important. So you probably have a forecast what's in the pool available next turn. So if it comes around to score, it's very simple. Let's assume you have 11 animals on your arc. Then, before you do anything else, because you can only score 10, but before you do anything else, if you have duplicates, so if you have 2 of a kind, you immediately discard them. Let's take a look at this. So you have 2 panda bears, that's worth nothing because Noah is collecting pairs and not you. Boom, out. Then this one is the last one. If you have a single, it's worth what's printed on it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you have 3, 4, or 5, each single animal is worth 5 points. So let's say you have 3 elephants, it's 15 points. Add up all your points. For each single food you have left over, add another point, and then the person with the most points win. In theory, you can have more than 50 points, more than 10 characters. You can end up with 11 or 12, and you can add some food tokens, but let's address it like it is. If you have 40 plus, 45 plus, you are really, really good. So let's talk about my personal experiences on Animals on Board and my thoughts about the game. Yeah, and I have to say I played this with a lot of different groups. Hardcore gamers, like my friends who are usually playing games like Great Western Trail or Mombasa or things like that. Also with kids in a mid-school, so they are grade 6, 7 and 8, so they are roughly 12 years old. Mixed families, non-gamers, everything. I played it tons of times just to get a good overview about that. And upfront I can say almost everybody, including hardcore gamers, liked it. Why? The quality of the components is top notch. There's nothing wrong with it. It's thick material, it feels good. The artwork is cute. I mean, take a look at these beautiful little tiny babies. They are so cute. Or this crocodile here. Or is it an alligator? I don't know. Artwork is great. Components are great. It's fun. Decisions are easy. You can explain the rules in 5 minutes. You can play the game in 15 minutes. So it's a 20-25 minutes game with setup. Great. Everybody wants to play it again. Obviously, it's a really good kids-friendly and family-friendly game. However, it's also good for gamers. honestly, I have never played with someone who really disliked the game or hated it or said, well, oh, don't do that, that's stupid. No, I have not. If I have to find one complaint on the game, I have to find one, it's this one here. I know a lot of people like this indicator that you're already out of the round, which I honestly appreciate too, that you have an indicator. But put them in and put them off. A lot of people just simply forgetting this. It would be probably wiser to use a token and flip them over back and forth, but even then you can forget it. And is it a critical point? I don't know, honestly. One of the things is it's not common, it's not state of the art right now in games. Therefore, people forgetting it. It should be more implemented into games that when you're out of the round, you indicate that. So, therefore, it's a great idea. However, you forget it a lot of times. If you are looking for a perfect, and I'm saying that again, perfect family game that has a great artwork, a perfect theme, and it looks beautiful, and you want something fresh and you a little bit of set collection but with a cool twist, go for Animals on Board. Honestly, you can do nothing wrong with this game. This is a highly recommendation from Nils, from Cyrils Brettspiele, and I know this is very rare that I'm speaking so highly about a game like this. So please pick it up if your friendly local gaming store around the corner has this game on the shelf, or look online, whatever you prefer, and you will have tons of fun with the game. This game is worth any single penny. Yeah, my name is Noah and I'm on the... No, my name is Nils, Cyrils Brettspiele, and thanks for watching. See you next time. So, in a nutshell, and yeah, bye bye and have fun playing Animals on Board.